What's up, guys? It's Paladin, and I am back with some more Oblivion. And I need to turn off the thingies settings. They not supposed to be. What the fuck is happening? Hold on. What am I coming back to? What am I coming back to? Everything's going crazy. Um. Okay. Oblivion. Alright. I see what's going on here. I closed out of the thing. Why is the music still playing? No, you don't understand, game. Like, you shouldn't be making sound anymore. You're gone. You're not here anymore. What the hell just happened? I'm very confused. Okay, let's try that again, I guess. I was not expecting that. It's a great way to start the stream. Ugh. Alright, so I'm under attack. That's what's happening. Did I end the stream under attack? I mean, I must have, because, like, that's what's happening right now, but simultaneously, like... What? Oh, what the hell even was that? That was amazing. Alright, well, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to come back to that. So, good times to be had all around. I was not ready for that. Welcome out to Oblivion. In the last episode, we did some more of the Mad God stuff, specifically helping out Sheogorath and all that jazz. And in this episode, we're going to hopefully continue helping out and eventually becoming the Mad God. So they want me to head back to New Sheoth. Got me some nice water. Every time I walk in and I see this golden saint looking at this guy, I know they're
to sleep where the walls won't collapse on me.
I know that they've got like their whole thing, like that's their whole biz, but simultaneously, it, like every time that I walk in, it looks like she's accosting him, which I know for a fact is not the case, but that does not stop the fact that it looks like that. Is there any particular reason why I'm under a feather effect right now, or is it just that I had a bunch of stuff in my inventory? I think I pulled out a bunch of staves, didn't I? Yeah. Because I had my Grand Staff of Lightning, and I decided to pull out all of my other staves for the purposes of having some in case I needed to cast some spells. And that's why I needed a feather potion for now. So let's go ahead and fix that scenario. Let's go ahead and put those staves back away. I do not need them in my house. I do not need them, Mr. Mouse. Is that everything that I need to put away? I got a lot of bullshit. Like, I'm not using my repair hammers right now. Where's my amber, actually? Did I put my amber away as well, I guess, at some point? Probably. I need it to be daytime. Because I want to see if I can't shop for some soul stones.
What?
Speak, Mad. I might be willing to part with a few things, if the price is right.
Oh, you're a clothing shop. You're probably not gonna... Oh, you got a couple. Nothing good, but you got a couple.
See you.
Need to find out. I guess I should probably maybe check out a magic shop if I want to find, you know, magic.
What?
The missing pauldron is the place where you can get, amber armor made.
I'm not like them. Are you? Are you one of them?
I was gonna say, isn't this... Yeah. I was gonna say, like, this place... I have a visceral memory. Like, you ever have one of those just, like, completely and totally crystallized memories where it's like, I saw this little walkway here, this little overhead area, and, like, stepped down here, and I remembered reading The Lusty Argonian Maid up here, and I was like, why do I remember doing that? Like, that's such a specific memory. And then, right around the corner, there it is. Lusty Argonian Maid. New magic shop. The Books of Bliss? I'll give it a shot. We'll see. Chances are you probably don't have anything particularly useful.
Looking for a good book? I bet I have just what you need.
Yeah, no, you just have books. No, thank you.
Bye.
Where is the magic shop? Oh, I know there was one on Bliss side.
No apples. Don't like apples.
That's Big Head's house.
Yes.
But seriously, where was the magic shop? The missing pauldron is huge. It's got 2 entrances. And there's the bookshop. And then maybe it's on the other side? I feel like I'm going mad. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Jokes. Using up all my best material while there's nobody here. Damn it. Maybe the magic shop is... Oh,
The
wait,
saints
hold on.
stand strong, your grace.
No, that's the choosy beggar. Good name for a shop. Shop naming is one of those things that, like, I simultaneously, if I'm in the mood to do it, I love naming shops. I do it all the time. But a lot of the time, what I'll do is I'll come up with the theme for a shop, and then, like, I'll have to introduce it to my players, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't come up with a name for this place. Something witty, usually alliteration that has something to do with it. Like, I made a scroll shop.
You helped us.
I made a scroll shop. It worked out in the story. I made a scroll shop, but the scroll shop's name was Finer Fletchings. Thinking of using the word fletchings as a play on the fact that it was like writing with a feather, and so Finest Fletchings was the name of the shop. And one of the characters is like, "Why is it named that?" And like to the shop owner, and she was just like, I was just trying to think of literally anything at all that could be related to feathers, you know, like riding with a feather. And one of the players just, and then that same player just goes, "What about quality quills?" And my brain went, fucking duh, of course quality quills. But I had the character be very gracious and be like, "Oh, that's a perfect name. Can I use it?" And then there was a whole thing where the player got a discount for giving them a better name for their shop. It was fun. Emergent storytelling is very fun in video games and in tabletop games. Speaking of tabletops, my crew who are playing the system operators, the people that are playing Monster of the Week with me, just finished their second hunt.
Blessings.
I still need to work on the actual... I'm just running around, aren't I? I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to... Here it is. That's right. I talked to this guy because I asked him to see what spells he had available.
Well, or is there
You're not the guy.
Excuse me.
You're the guy.
I haven't... Well...
You don't even have any...
Please.
After all this time trying to find some soul stones, and you don't even have any. Great, a lot of help you've been.
Yes? Your friend ain't sleeping, eh? You could buy one of me sticks. A dream stick, yes? Hit him over the head. Knock him into dreamland. No? Oh, here's a notion for you. Ungor really gets on us nerves. You could kill or persuade himself to leave. Run him through, or run him out, I mean. Yeah, get rid of him. Then your friend can sleep outside, in Ungor's bed.
I figured I might as well start doing some of these side quests in the city, because there's some that literally just do not require you to leave the city. And so they're super easy to just go through and finish. There's this one, the one on Dementia's side is there's a guy that wants to die, but if he commits suicide, he ends up as a spirit on Suicide Hill.
Hello.
Every time I see the torch shining with the flame of dementia, I blame you. Why would he want to sleep in a bedroom and give me his bed? Sounds queer. I bet it's just another trick to get my head all twisted round. Trade places? A bed under a roof?
Oh, you don't trust me, do you? Have you seen my latest film, Grown Ups 3?
Your lips to his ears. Well, it sounds fishy, but I suppose I can trust you. I'm sure I'll regret this later, but yeah. Sure, fine. I'm tired of sleeping outside. See you later.
Every time I see the torch shining with the flame... You found a place for me to sleep? Outside under the stars, too small to fall and hurt me? Excellent, excellent. Really? And it's a safe place? Not at the bottom of a tall wall? Oh, that's a great idea. Well, I guess if he's not afraid of the walls falling on him, he won't care when they do. Can't save everyone, can we? Oh, yes, my pardons. But what can I give you? Oh, here, take this scroll. I was going to use it when the walls fell on me and I got trapped. But remember...
What does the spell do? What does the scroll do?
Hail.
Burst of Might. Fortify strength 100 points and endurance 100 points, shield 100 points, all for 5 seconds on self. That's such a ridiculous scroll. 5 seconds of shielding is not worth anything. 5 seconds of any of those stats is not worth anything. But for the express purpose of what he's describing, it actually works perfectly. And then there's somebody on this side in Crucible who has there's a guy on the Crucible side who has a quest for me as well.
The Orioles no longer defile Holy Cylon, thanks to you.
Is it this guy?
The great torch spreads the light of dementia across the land.
No, it's not that guy. There's somebody around here that has a quest for me. I just have to find him.
You helped us at Cylon. The Mazkin do not forget.
I want to say he's a Nord. The guy that I'm looking for. But I can't remember for sure. I mean, for all I know, he's inside right now. You're the girl that makes the madness stuff. I think the best weapon you could possibly make me would be a perfect madness sword, and it still won't be better than Umbra. I do just like jumping around in these cities because they're very, very, very like tight-knit cities. So like everything is kind of all over the place, but it's like just a really, really well-designed city in my opinion. Because the Imperial City is so like manicured and laid out.
I'll calicrack.
It's so specific and like organized that it's impossible to like feel like the city actually makes any sense. Whereas this place is just like it's all over the place and it's chaotic, and it's exactly what you would expect from an actual city layout. Are you the guy?
And so full, not the least.
Can't tell if that was the guy or not.
You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar. Yes, he's the one. Isn't he scary? I wish someone would just make him disappear. I bet you're... See you later.
Nope, that's not the guy. I mean, he's probably got a quest for me. But that's not who I'm trying to find right now. Well, I won't spend too much longer looking
The
for him.
great torch spreads the light of dementia across the land.
Oh, it's you, right?
I have a proposition for you. Best not to talk about it here. Meet me at the sewer grate northeast of the Shale Goreth statue. Come after dark.
Greetings.
Here. And then after dark. Are you currently still hanging out up here, dude? No, but I might not be on this quest. Hold on. I might not be on the right quest. How do I check that? Oh no. Oh. This sewer grate is the one he wanted.
The great torch spreads.
You gave those maniacs something to think about. Lighting the torch.
See you later.
I'm glad you came. So, are you interested in earning some loot?
Yes.
Great. There's a simple task. Yes, a simple task that you must perform. This life, it's too painful. Everywhere I look, I see death, dying and decay. When I dream, I see a world without sunshine. I'm constantly on the verge of retching up, or falling asleep, or screaming at someone who doesn't deserve it. I'm just so fed up with it all. Have you seen those miserable souls on the Hill of Suicides? Do you think that kind of existence is any better than this? No. You must kill me.
How do you want to die?
I don't necessarily want to see it coming. And I want to die here in the city so all these people finally believe me. They'll wish they were nicer. You probably want to do it without spectators, though, so you don't get in trouble. Best to make it look like an accident. But remember, I don't want to see it coming. Take me unaware. Well, that's up to you, I suppose. I'm gonna go about my daily life, such as it is, as if nothing has changed. Make your move when you wish, but please do it soon. Oh, that. When you kill me, take the key to my house. Nothing really worth taking, except what's locked up in the jewelry box. You can have that. Okay. I'm going to pretend everything is normal. Make your move as soon as you can, but let me get away first so I don't know it's coming. No, not like this! No, not like this!
If you ever approach him straightforward from this point forward, he freaks out because he's like, "No, I don't want to know that it's about to happen. Like, what are you doing?" The secret is that just about every single day he comes up here and he stands on this little cliff.
The Oriels no longer defile holy Sylarn, thanks to you.
I don't know if she technically counts as a witness, but regardless, I can just push him off the edge over here. He comes up here sometime around noon every day.
Sometimes but that feeling only I can't just jump.
Today's your lucky day.
What?
Boom.
Peace at last. Thank you.
That happens all the time.
Yep. She doesn't give a shit. Super simple quest. This is one of the... Once again, there's a series of quests in this game, specifically, like, I don't know why, but I spent so much time in the Shivering Isles whenever I actually, like, played this game as a child. I spent so much time here just because it was, like, such a wild and interesting situation. And so... the quests in this area are, like, solidified in my brain in a way that, like, that nothing else really is. Ring of Happiness. Light, water walking, fortify personality, and feather. And his will. I suppose I should read his will. I've wanted to die for quite some time. Things just aren't going right. Never have gone right, really. No one seems to care either, or even notice I exist. Not that I'd have much to say, even if someone had wanted to be my friend. I'd make a lousy friend anyway. I'm probably even boring the person reading this. I'm certainly boring myself. Not that anyone will ever find this note. Oh, but if they do. If they do, it means that I've been granted my greatest wish. To be released from this mortal coil. This isn't a suicide note, no. That would mean I've taken my own life. We all know what that means. Who wants that kind of existence? To be reborn on a hill every day, reset as if nothing ever happened. That's even worse than the life I'm living. Life I've lived. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure I'm happy now. The dead me. The me writing this note isn't happy at all. Never have been happy, really. Anyway, the purpose of this note is to say to the man or woman who has killed me, thank you. All I really have is this queer little ring. A wizard gave it to me once. Said I reminded me of his dead son. I guess I resemble his dead son even more now. Anyway, he said it would make me happy. Lift the weight of the world off my shoulders, or some such thing. Come to think of it, it's the only time anyone has ever given me anything. Personally, I think this thing is worthless, just like me. I tried for a while, the happiness ring, but eventually I couldn't wear it anymore. Made me feel odd, not myself. I didn't like feeling that way, so I locked it away. It's pretty enough, though. Might fetch a few gold coins at the merchant. Sorry not to leave much more behind, but my life never really amounted to much anyway, did it? Yours very truly, Iris Clut. You know what? I didn't even look at this guy's last name until now. Clutimanus, deceased. You know, I forget how fast my walk speed is in this game, like as far as like how much faster it is than like a regular character's walk speed. I forget my speed until I remember like I'm walking in a room and I'm going like a mile a minute. It's like, oh right, people aren't supposed to move this fast. That's a thing. Are those crystals getting bigger? Or is that just me? Okay. Sheogorath is here, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit here. So, with Sheogorath here, before he disappears forever, I do want to show this off once.
Always a pleasure.
Well, look who's here. You really shouldn't have done that. Enjoy the view.
If you hit him, he casts a spell on you, and you teleport all the way up here, and you slowly fall into the skybox from the skybox. Dead. Anybody who attempts to attack Sheogorath has that happen to him.
News of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform.
Rebuild the gatekeeper.
You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Zalselm to rebuild the gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here. With the gatekeeper restored and Zedillion in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head. Send Relmina my love.
I can't fast travel to the Zalsim. Oh, I can't. Wait. I can't fast travel from this location. What do you mean? Oh no. If I can't fast travel from here, it's because they want me to see something from here.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Are they really gonna have me walk the entire way? Can I teleport? Okay, I can fast travel from here. I just couldn't fast travel from inside for some reason. Which I guess... the strange stipulation to put, but, you know, it happens. Man, you weren't hard to take down. And you were a zealot matriarch. These zealots must not be all that strong, then. I do like that the jewelry boxes are just, like, slightly more flattened out versions of the other boxes. Of the other chests. They're slightly different, but for the most part, they look the exact same. Nothing really worth taking. Oh, I'm back here. Cool. It's like right where I was before. I've already found the secret entrance to this place, but I don't know that that actually helps me that much. Oh, I was gonna say, what's casting fire at me? It's this flesh atronach. A mended flesh atronach. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, really? Die. Where's the entrance that I should be using? I guess this one. Zalsum. Could you maybe not have your creations attack me? That'd be nice. I'm supposed to be here to help you. And instead I'm being accosted by giant bone monsters. How many laser beams is it gonna take to take this guy down? These guys are also just like bone marrow, yeah. Which I guess has damage health, which is useful somewhat. I'm not really using those right now, but bone shards are not that useful. Let's see here. Where's all of my, like, I have 1.5 million restore magic potions, right? Yeah. Grab one of those really quick. Okay, that ice thing stays a lot longer than I expected it to. It's like everywhere in this dungeon wants to kill me. Which is probably far more accurate than I would like to admit. Die. They don't make one of these guys strong enough to take my blasts. I do like the single blast of pure energy that I can do. That's nice. Oh, hey, look, they make one that's strong enough to take my blast. Not really, but, you know. Yeah, you gotta give them that jiggle in the air so that the magic blasts don't actually head toward me. Gotta get in that stutter step. What's it in fighting games? Footsies. Gotta give him some of that footsies. Well. This guy's annoying because he can shoot my stuff back at him. When can I learn to summon one of you guys? You guys are strong. A bunch of failed experiments. That's usually a good sign. Kind of weird to just see a skeleton in here. Oh, hey! Captured the skeleton hero's soul. I must have something like a lesser soul gem on me or something. That or literally everything that I'm fighting in here is grand souls only. Yeah, these flesh atrodox are a little bit annoying to fight. Which means there's going to be 12 more of them. Hooray. Oh, that's nice. Wonder why I was sent in here if I have to kill off all of the people first. Whoop. Might as well get your soul while I'm at it. Actually capturing a decent number of souls here. I wonder what souls these are. I'm guessing probably common souls. But I do have some greater soul gems that are empty as well. We Cold Blood, Project Hound's Blood. Need to be headed this way. I refuse to not get this to go through. Because you will catch fire. The thing about the Flesh Atronachs that get me is that they're able to cast some pretty decent spells. Like, they can heal themselves, they can cast fire, and they've got decent strength. The Corpse Pit. Because that's definitely where I want to go right now. The Sanctum of Vivisection. Why can't these places be normal? Trying to create a new gatekeeper is what's happening here. Oh boy, this place is full of doors. Oh, hey, Nanette. I know you. You're from Past Wall as well. I don't know if Sheogorath needs a key. I'm betting that's the secret entrance that I've found the location of. But I bet because you need a key, I wasn't ever going to be able to get in that way. It's only an exit, not an entrance. I'm just exploring their place. This is definitely like, this is the living quarters for sure. Except their pantry is full of corpses.
Is this too much pain? You! I remember you! You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not? The ends justify the means, do they? You'll pay for that one day. Now, by all means, come right in. Walk in here as if you own the place. By what authority do you disturb me?
By authority of Lord Sheogorath.
I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey.
I'm also the fucking Duke.
Well then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here. What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me? Ah, your tone is more in line with my station. Please continue.
I'm going to kill you.
Yes, powerful magic indeed. It is proper that you bid me kindly, lest I show you the meaning of pain and suffering.
I can kill you with a
Alas,
stare.
I am still distraught over the destruction of my sweet child. I cannot return to his womb. You must do this. You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone. There you will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath. And take this key. It will allow entry into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum.
Sanctum.
Away with you, dog, and fetch me the...
Can I exit the... Can I exit the easy way now? Please? Yeah, there we go. And into the fringe I go. A dark, desolate, gross fringe.
The seducers are at the ready, Your Grace.
Just keep running until I can cast the spell again. And then... Boop. Oh, did I miss? That sucks. There we go. Whee. I don't have to fight the bone guys again, do I? I have the key? I have the key. That's why I'm here. Alright. Oh, hey! Thank you for the raid. Party of 63, welcome out to the stream. This door is not unlocking, despite me having been on this quest. Welcome out to the stream, everybody. Sky Oblivion raid. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Click on that guy, and we're just gonna unlock. Oop. Thank you for the follow, Zarati. And thank you very much, Kyle, for the raid. Let that happen. UI overhaul that I'm using is called, Northern UI. It is designed to look just like the Sky UI mod for Skyrim. But, you know, for Oblivion. I've also got a mini-map mod on. That mini-map in the top left corner is separate. So that's new as well. I just like having a mini-map because it just makes it a little bit easier. I know a lot of people who use Darnified UI. I actually couldn't get Darnified to work. But then I found this Northern UI, and if you've got OBSE, then it runs just butter smooth, so... Eventually one of these will take. You can't have infinite reflect. The spell that I'm casting is from Midas Magic. Ooh, you were not that strong. You were not as strong as some of the other, yeah. The spell I'm casting is one that I got from Midas Magic. Got a couple of other things. Darnified text looks way too small to me. I couldn't even get it to work, so like all things considered, this worked out pretty well for me. The real reason I needed this though was just because I needed a map that was actually like a decent size. And you can resize this map, so like it's super nice and it's easy to like actually parse out what I'm doing here. And then obviously the menus are all very, very, very clean menus. Also, my character is Adam Sandler. The great and powerful wizard, Adam Sandler. With his strongest of magics, Grown Ups 3. A charm spell that does 100 points for charm. Die. Oh, you're a greater hound, aren't you? That means you'll just die in a second. There it is. The greater hounds just die instantly. Well, or the lesser, not lesser, but you know the regular skinned hounds die instantly. Do I even like houndstooths? I mean, I guess I'll take it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played Oblivion before I started playing this again. And so I've just kind of been enjoying going back through and playing one of my favorite classic games. Because I've played Morrowind on this channel before. Yep. I've played Morrowind on this channel before. Okay, that hurts me on the way out as well. Mania or Dementia? I chose Dementia this time. I normally go Mania because I prefer the way Mania looks. Oh, hey. I can take the Son of Atronach Souls. They're not grand. I prefer the way that Mania looks, but I also prefer the way that I also prefer Dementia as the people and the everything else. I prefer Dementia. This is just exiting back out. Is there no way for me to go forward here, or is this, I guess, is this the way out, TM? Oh, no. Here's a way to go forward. Bethesda games are known, especially for like their really long, winding dungeons. They will have some way of basically having you pop right back out at the entrance of the puzzle as soon as the fight's over, as soon as everything's done. Please stop. Please just take my fire. No, don't. I can heal. You know what? You're getting sucked. Get sucked, son. Oh, hydrate. Okay, this skeleton's gonna take a while to suck, so thank you for the hydrate. I am a Breton. Bretons are my favorites. There we go. I guess I'm out of soul gems. I am a Breton. I've always been partial to Bretons. I've always thought that they were always Nord or Dunmer. My brother always plays Dunmer. Usually the first time that I play a game like specifically like this, I played an Imperial the first time I played Oblivion because oh wait, what am I even doing? I don't need to be picking this lock. I have yeet lock delete. Named by my good friend Shelton using the name generator channel points total. He had me name a spell that was specifically designed to open all locks. Yeet spell delete. I do not have the skeleton key. No, I have not done all of the Daedric quests. I've kind of just been roaming around. I haven't played this game since I was very, very young, like in middle school young. Or I guess I was I in middle school or was I just getting into high school? I want to say I first played this game when I was in middle school, and then I got it from that later. I got it from high school later, but I do not have the skeleton key. I instead just have really high alteration and boop. Boop. Wait, back up. There it is. My athletics increased. Hey, Shelton. I was just telling them about yeet lock delete because I just used it. I've got yeet, like my go-tos for just like not needing to increase other skills is I have yeet yeet lock delete, and I have grown-ups 3, which are like my 2 go-tos for like, what a spell name. Yeah, I've got some pretty good spell names. Let's see here. Like, obviously there's a bunch of them in here that are like the basic ones, but I got like the fuck 'em up spell, which is really not that good anymore. Let's see here. There's yeet yeet lock delete. We got grown-ups 3. Immolate is mine as well. That's an older one. We got touch hands, and then we got touch me harder. We've got true vampirism, which is my go-to absorbing spell now. And then I had vampire's touch. I used that for a little bit. Then for my personal self, on top of everything else that I can do here, I've got backpack. I've got base boosted, which is fortify magic 100%. Better sprint. Dremora Thrall is mine as well. Some of them are not like the best as far as funny names. Got jump, which is acrobatics 100 for 3 seconds, and jump 2, which is 100 points for 5 seconds. The reason you have 2 different spells that do it is it increases your acrobatics, I believe, or one's acrobatics and one is agility. Mage Fire, no pain, no gain, which was my training spell for destruction. Rather than casting a bunch of destruction spells on other people, I just cast fire damage for 3 points for 1 second on myself. There's regular sprint. There's steroids, which is fortify strength. And then I've got super sprint, which is athletics 100%. Training, which is my first training spell, which was just summon skeleton for 1 second. And then unearned confidence, which is fortify blade skill for 3 points on 60 seconds. I actually should be using, I think, is base boosted? Yeah, I have base boosted as one of my regular spells, because I can also just drink a restore magic potion, which I have a million of. And then suddenly I have, like, infinite magic. That's so bright. The Flesh Atronachs are, like, weirdly acrobatic to me. They're very Valdo-esque. Gonna true vampirism you for a little bit here. Gather up that sweet, sweet void essence. Actually, don't even know if those are all that useful. I saw that red spine from a mile away. Naming bows after guns. Naming weapons is a lot harder in this one because you can't just name the weapon. You have to... Something about Flesh Atronach bothers you deeply. I mean, Atronach is just the word for golem in this, so, like, flesh golems exist in D&D as well. You have to enchant the weapon, yeah. Which, I did that earlier. I had a sword. Never done D&D. D&D is fun. I actually run a campaign that is actually going to happen tonight. We've got a session tonight. It's a lot of fun between a group of friends is really what it comes down to. A lot of people get, like, really into the, yeah, that is tonight, Shelton. Thank you for thank you for remembering that game that we do every week. D&D isn't a thing in Turkey. Ah. Well, so there's a wonderful app that you can use online called, well, I know a couple of different ways of doing it. I use Roll20. I use Roll20, which is an app that is a virtual tabletop. I know other people who prefer Foundry because it's not a subscription-based service. It's a, like, you buy it once and then you've got it. And then they buy their books and stuff from D&D Beyond. But, like, it's a relatively popular thing to do and play online virtual games, especially in today's day and age. And that's how we do it, because while I have, like, a good chunk of my players are friends that I know in real life, we've also got, this is the, yeah, there we go. There's one of the items that I needed. We've also got people in other countries and stuff. Buying stuff kind of discourages me. You don't have to buy things. You can. So with Roll20, you can do it all completely and totally free. And if you're willing to spend a little extra time, I made a tutorial at one point in time, but I don't know if it's up anywhere. I made a tutorial for how you can essentially just play D&D without having to spend any money. It's entirely possible to play D&D without spending money. You can find it's usually easier to play with if you've got the books and stuff, just because a lot of like those resources are much easier to get your hands on and like translate into good stuff. But you can absolutely play D&D without spending money. I know I did for the first, I didn't spend any money on D&D for the first like 4 sessions, or not sessions, well, it was actually way longer than 4 sessions before I spent any money on my current campaign. I eventually did it because Roll20's has got a working compendium, so rather than having to spend the time copy and pasting character stats onto a character sheet, I was able to just, rather than having to copy stats over onto a character sheet, I was able to just like hit go and the game worked. Which is nice, but if you're trying to like not spend any money and still figure out if you like it or not, D&D can be done without having to spend the money. Also, I do have a spell that summons a chest for me so that I can clear out my inventory whenever I'm, don't need it here. Which is super convenient. And some might say cheaty, but it's also a really high-level spell. It's a really high-level spell that took a while to make, because with Midas Magic, you actually have to gather up ingredients in order to get the stuff. I think there was something up here that I was supposed to grab. Yeah, whatever this is. My sword is a little beat up, but I don't have any way of fixing it because I'm not that physically inclined. I don't have a high enough armor or skill to do that. I can level up, and then when I get back to the city, I mean, I'll just pay somebody. I've got like near infinite money at this point, so it really doesn't matter. Yes, so now we're grabbing the breath. That's not creepy at all. Just, breathing. Am I supposed to follow the breath sounds? Alright. Oh, we're casting, we're casting leeching spells, are we? Yoink. And just go ahead and steal all of your life. Oh, I will drain your life much faster than you will drain mine, sir. This is a known fact. There's nobody alive that can drain health faster than me. They call me faster vamp in the West. Oh, the fastest vamp in the West. Okay. I was just say like, not the fastest, just faster. Like, I'm pretty good, not the best, just, faster. I don't have to be the fastest, I just have to be faster. Why did it open back up again? There we go. I guess I'm beneath something, I think, right now. Or I'm above it? Oop. I'm not even gonna bother taking that guy's tongue. Just not worth it. Am I supposed to get those roots to open? I guess I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm supposed to just keep following this breath essence, I guess. You ever get into alchemy in the Elder Scrolls games? It's pretty broken in Oblivion. Alchemy in Oblivion is very broken. Mainly because it's very easy to get your hands on, like, some of the stronger potion materials. Or not stronger potion materials, but, like, it's an incredibly easy skill to train in Oblivion. Because all you need to do is just go to, like, the mini farms or orchards. Or not orchards, but, like, vineyards. And collect regular ingredients that give you Fortify Fatigue potions. You can... Or not Fortify, Restore Fatigue. Restore Fatigue is such an easy thing to get your hands on. And then you just sell it, and you get boodles of money, and then eventually you train up to the point where you can cast ridiculous amounts of really strong spell. Or not cast, but you know what I mean. Not cast, but like you're able to... Oh, there's the breath essence. You're able to make potions that do some pretty ridiculous effects. Things like I can get to chameleon 120% chameleon with my potions. I can also feather for like 500 as well. And my restore magic potions do 20 points a second for 67 seconds. And because I'm a master of alchemy, I can actually I can actually craft potions off of a single ingredient. So, like, if I really wanted to with these hungers, if I really wanted to make cure poison potions, I could with just the tongues. Nothing else needed. That was a good little chest. I'm over encumbered now, but I can also fix that. I can either... Honestly, the easiest way to fix it is just to throw the stuff that I don't need in my inventory into the magic chest. But sometimes that feels disingenuous, sometimes I don't care. Like, I do debate on if that's it's a useful spell, don't get me wrong, but I also debate if it breaks the whole, like, needing to get things part of the whole game. Because, like, you're not supposed to just carry infinite stuff on you, but I can just carry infinite stuff on me without having to stop. Whoa, okay. Fucking body me then, I guess. Why don't you? Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Most things do not survive my vampirism. Where am I supposed to be going? I guess I just need to go and see what I find. So long as I can stay close enough to get that restore health feature off on them, then 9 times out of 10 I just survive. It's not 100% the case with these flesh atronachs because they can just, like, you know, absorb my magic, which is super cool. I understand that I also used a lot of absorb magic spells early on because I got that the spell drinker amulet, but like, it's not as fun when they do it to me. Like, how dare they? Nowadays I use the necromancer's amulet because for some reason the game gave me a second one. Oh no. The worst thing that could have happened happened. He got my healing spell. Okay, he did it again, which is super cool. I do not like this man so far. Finally, there we go. Just gonna step up here for a second. So long as they walk across the beam's path, that's when they actually get hit by the spell, which is really nice. Rather than having the beam be a thing like... I basically set up a tripwire for them to get hit by the spell. Dead. Yoink. Superior Drain Magic Tome. Let's read that really quick. Now, Drain Magicka is different from Absorb Magicka. Can never hear anyone other than Joffrey with that Breton voice. Yeah, that's just Drain Magicka 100 points for 30 seconds on touch. That's cool, but it's not Absorb Magicka, which would be preferable. I don't even know why I try. Actually, you know what? Shivering Isles. Yeah, it feels very different from Cyrodiil. I do need to remember that I can just like step backwards if my restore health doesn't, if my absorb health doesn't actually go through. Like I can just step backwards and it severs the bond. Yeah, it really does. It's it was one of the first things where that actually was the case. Like it felt like a completely different game in what I would consider the best way possible. I know some people were like, well, I don't know of anybody who wasn't a big fan of this, but like I know that there's probably some people who were like not a big fan of this because that's just how the law of odds works. Is just like odds are there's somebody that didn't like this game, this add-on, because it was too different from the base game. To which I would say, went back to Cyrodiil, it felt like going back home to something or something. Yeah, it's like the hero's journey. Stranger in a strange place, delving into the deep cave, returning changed, like things going back to normal, except they're not. Like you're never quite the same after you finish Shivering Isles. There was an ant on my finger. What? But yeah, it's like, it's one of those classic scenarios of like, yes, you made it home, but like, is like life will never actually go back to the same. Life will never actually go back to the same, will it? Hold on. At the risk of my game crashing, which, speaking of, I should probably quick save. I'm going to turn off my overlay because I don't know why it was on in the first place. My Discord overlay should not have been on. Ha. Outsmarted you. Just straight Indiana Jones you there. Didn't even expect it. I knew what was going on, though. I'm not that dumb. And hey, we're already, like, back out towards the entrance. I think? Yeah, these are doors that I've opened before. Yeah, because that was the... I was right. I was absolutely right. That was the patented Bethesda exit. Bethesda. Brexit? What? Is that actually what Brexit was all about this entire time? Was just being able to go out? Out of an entrance that you had shortly from the distance? Being a literal god is treated so lightly. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not quite Sheogorath yet, but I'm getting there. Aww. All these people in Passwall just died. I am gonna take your gold, though. Because let's be honest, that's what you deserve. Oh, this male Dark Seducer soldier also died. And just like fucking nobody survived Passwall. It sucks. They don't need the gold anymore. They can't spend it where they're going. I also have a ring that constantly has the light spell on me called Flashlight. I use my flashlight a lot because I like to be able to see when I'm walking. And as beautiful as everything is in this game that I've made, with the light settings from my E&B preset, the actual lighting in this game is very dark in dark areas. Like, I could probably take it off now, but honestly speaking, why would I bother to take it off right now when I'm about to walk into another dark cave? Yeah, I found the secret entrance to this place before I found the real entrance. You're not who I need to talk to. Need to walk my happy little ass down this way. There she is.
You have returned with all the components? Excellent. All that remains is to choose the body parts. Fearing one day someone might manage to kill my child, I have been preparing a new body. I've created versions of each appendage. With various enhancements, you must choose one of each. I am attached to them all. Artist's prerogative.
Even the dialogue is Skyrim. This feels weird. Yeah. Yeah, all of the the little side bits and everything.
Don't take all day making your choices.
Oh yeah, this way. They're like hanging up on a coat rack, right? Yeah. Legs of nimbleness or legs of fortitude. Helm of power or angry mind. Heart of wound sharing or heart of spell turning. I'm gonna go with wound sharing. Angry mind. Breast of life. Breast of magic. Life. Motherfucking club arm or axe arm? Bashing. Frost shielding, shock shielding, fire shielding. Shock shielding. Because these guys use a lot of shock shielding. For shock attacks. I love the make your own monster thing. Yeah. It's like Build-A-Bear. Except it's build a barebacked monster.
You've made your selection. Now we travel to the statue of our Lord in the Fringe. There we will perform the ceremony. Make haste.
And off we go. Into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sky. When I was a child, me and my friends would play Army Man entirely too much. Oh, there's the crash. Alright, it was bound to happen eventually. We made it. We made it an hour and 20 minutes without a crash today. That's a new record, I think. For those who are not super familiar with Oblivion on PC, this thing is an unstable piece of garbage. And I love it so dearly, but the idea is not if the game crashes, it's just when it crashes. In which case I now have to run back in and do all of the talking and everything again. I'm not going to remember what choices I made, so I'm just going to try my best to remember them.
You have I select one pair.
Right. I didn't know if they were actually going to like let me know what those were supposed to do. I can play for like 5 hours before it crashes. I optimize. I have not bothered to do a whole lot of optimization. I know I took Fortitude. I know I did Angry Mind. I did Wound Sharing. I chose Breast of Life, Bashing, Shock Shielding. Some saves just break. Well, I've learned to quick save often, and like luckily the time periods that my game crashes, the times that my game crashes are usually like not after a game's been sitting for a long time without saving. Like it's usually like right after I've hit wait, in which case it auto saves, or like right before I do a fast travel, which is like auto saved. Transitions between loading screens typically causes my game to crash. And I've added several patches here and there, but generally speaking, everything is still just broken. That's just how the game is. You load 30 plus mods onto an old Bethesda game, and you can't expect it to just hold up like it's nothing. It's gonna break eventually. I'm just happy that it holds up for as long as it does at any given point in time.
Shall we start? First, place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation. Place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
I just did that.
At the beginning of the worlds were
This is cool as fuck looking.
Fire, water, earth, air.
Watch the stream highlights.
Darkness turned into day.
65K.
The void took form.
Inventory, and it multiplied every time he checked the inventory.
Hidden away by virtue of its own self-awareness was the sixth, containing within it the five which birthed it. Flesh! Meat with the desire to consume like fire. Place the dermis membrane into the cistern. Blood, liquid nutrient. That ocean which casts pearls of life upon the shores of existence. Place the blood liqueur into the cistern.
It is like Frankenstein.
Bone, branch, and stone of the body, giving shape and structure. Place the osseous marrow into the cistern. Breath.
Look how cool everything looks with this E&B. Look how nice the lighting is.
Bestowing movement, the stirring of spirit. Place the essence of breath into the cistern of substantiation. And last, the light of flesh. The illumination
The scene
of
normal looks like this.
soul,
I know, but like
perception,
the E&B definitely does make it look nicer.
memory, imagination. I summon thee, walker in flesh, flesh of true flesh, from those waters of oblivion which sire thy kind. Come to this altar, join with this body, quintessence of flesh joined with the essence of flesh, absolute immortal, immortal, bound to contingent. Stand clear of the cistern, over here by me.
I never could get EMBs to work properly until,
Onward, Daedra! Fear not thy abasement. Thou shalt be the holy in this temple.
what's it called? I never used ENVs until just recently. Whoa.
Body. Henceforth, gatekeeper of the Shivering Isles.
I never used ENBs until just recently because I couldn't figure out how they worked.
Your destiny. Stand guard
They have a work
in this
laptop?
land
Ah.
against all those who seek entry not bearing the mark of Sheogorath's favor. Like coals in their minds, a darkness of spirit. What's this? My child, they're coming! Destroy them! Show them your true power!
I should return to Sheogorath with news of my success.
Or run to Sheogorath. Either way, tell him of our doings here. Send him my tribute and my affections.
I do have a level up. And head back to New Sheoth.
Watch out!
I just like watching them fight the Guardian. I spent forever making it. I should at least watch it fight a little bit. But yeah. I've got to level up and I should probably go ahead and do it.
Oh.
I can go into my, I can go into the house in Dementia and, rest there. For free. Because I'm the Duke of Dementia. Oop. While I'm here, I should probably get somebody to repair my sword as well. I think they should have made a Shivering Isles specific soundtrack. That would make it feel a lot more epic. Yeah, that would have been cool. Remember the first time playing this and all of the tedious shit you had to grow just to kill the Guardian the first time? Yeah, go through. Oh yeah, there was like you had to go get the bones and you had to go get the tears and all of that stuff. That was annoying in its own right. I'm just growing blister pods in here. That's awesome. Blister pods are used to make restore magic potions. Well, even for like a high level character, like the thing is, if you don't do both the potion, both like the poison, the Realmina's tears, and the bone arrows, like he's nigh unstoppable. Which I understand is kind of the point, but like still, it could be a little annoying to deal with. Oh no, the level scaling in this game is atrocious. Everybody knows that. This is like one of the worst examples of level scaling in video games. Because they level scaled everything. Now, level scaling like a boss enemy is fine. But like level scaling literally everything in the game so everywhere you go is always like impossibly hard enemies is definitely messed up. It's also like you can level, like, because of how the level works in Oblivion, you can spend a lot of time leveling up your non-combat skills like alchemy or speechcraft or armor, get levels up, like get level ups because of it, and then suddenly all of the other enemies have leveled up their combat ability, but your combat abilities are still levels behind. And so it can feel very like unfair in a lot of ways to go through Oblivion and play trying to level up skills, knowing that every time that you level up a non-combat skill, you're that much closer to being under-leveled in combat. It's not a good feeling. Not by a long shot. But you can also like spend time and just like power level your combat skills and get broken in this game as well. In The Witcher 3, they just put an option that was, do you want level scaling? What I don't understand is, like, they didn't even have, like, that was, the level scaling is, like, a problem in this, obviously, but, like,
the Dane! Khan's sky is
Like, level scaling is a big deal in this game because of how bad it was done, but, like, levels... I don't remember there being any level scaling in Morrowind at all, and that game played perfectly fine. And then in Skyrim, they took out a lot of the level scaling after that anyway. It was just this one. Do you know that guy that you can't understand? I don't know him. I mean, I've seen him around, and I've tried talking to him before, but... Wait, nope. What about him? Because it's probably still just morning. Is a specific quest tied to him or something? Or, like... Wait, isn't there, like, a thing that you have to give him and suddenly, like, whatever he's saying makes sense? Oh, you can understand what he says when you become Sheogorath. That's right, that's right.
I do I'm very good at sharpening blue.
Yeah. It's 2,000 gold. Oh, no. Carrying 160,000 gold on me. Yeah, the lady's the creepy Bosmer, yeah.
I've got the sharpest blades in the Isles. Maybe anywhere. Take a
Yeah,
look.
nothing is better than, Bye.
Going so soon?
This UI throws me off. I'm sorry. Easier for me to deal with, yeah. Nothing is better than
Come
my
back
Umbra.
when your blades need sharpening.
Yeah, my shield is a perfect madness. Is got the madness matrix for the shield. It's just my current armor is actually a bunch of enchanted pieces of clothing. Specifically, a lot of them not weighing any weight. I use dark pants and dark shirt, which I renamed the pants of shielding and the raiment of shielding. The sandals weigh next to nothing. The original shackles you get at the very beginning of the game. Hey, Uriel Septim, welcome out to the stream. The shackles that you get at the very beginning of the game have no weight. And so I try to gather up as much zero weight items as possible and enchant them all with armor. I enchant them with armor bits, so my current armor is 76, and the only actual piece of armor I'm using is the Madness Shield. So I don't, like, over-encumber myself with a bunch of armor, which I understand I could easily, like, just get good at using an armor skill, but I didn't because I'm also a major spellcaster, and I didn't want to have my my spells cost, or not cost, but like my spells be less effective over time just because of that. And yes, I understand that these soul gems are using my soul gems to get my Umbra back up is whatever. People always say I'm dead. Yeah, I'm a spell sword. Yeah, basically. Spell swords are like my favorite classes to play in Elder Scrolls games. Though I will say that my the last Skyrim character I made, where I wasn't. So there's one Skyrim character that I made that I called myself a thaumaturge essentially, and I was just like, I'm just gonna be like an artificer. And I'm specifically only going to, like, there's a mod that you can get that are like Staves of Skyrim, which is a really cool mod. And it lets you basically create staves that you invest all of your mana into, and it enchants the staff, and then you just keep putting your magicka back into the staff. Battle Mages and Pure Warriors are my personal favorites to play in Elder Scrolls. See, in Skyrim, I'll almost always play either a pure warrior or a battle mage. Like, that's what I'll do. Heavy armor and spell sword. I also really like doing, like, cleric-style characters where you have really high restoration, you are heavy armor, you use a blunt weapon, and usually some form of summoning magic. That's, like, my go-to in Oblivion. This time around, I wanted to make something a little bit different.
Excellent! We might be onto something with you after all. That should keep out the stragglers. And to see you've learned how to summon flesh atronachs. Relmina must like you, little Duke. But probably not in that way.
Lord Sheogorath, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Brellock and routed us.
Well, well, what a turn of events this is. It's new, and I like new, even if it's bad. And this is bad, isn't it?
Cheese for
This
everyone was my
is
going live
a
notification
particularly
today.
Exciting turn of events, is it not? A perfect job for you, my newest and only noble in the realm. If order has entered my army's stronghold, things have taken a disturbing turn. It means order has tried subterfuge, not its strong suit. Ha ha ha! Amazing! Perhaps things aren't going as poorly as I'd imagined.
It's a shame you can't,
You'll
like,
want to get all the
technically
details
make
from the
them
messenger.
look the same.
Unless you already have. You haven't, have you?
I guess you could use, why hasn't Jiglag attacked?
Well, aren't you precious? Do you really not know? Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me! Well, I'm him! We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him! Happens every time. The Grey March starts, order appears, and I become Jiggalag and wipe out my whole realm!
When will it happen?
Soon. Too soon! I can already feel the change beginning. I feel like I'm not quite here. I'm not over there yet, but I'm not quite here! And I've been having moments of clarity that are quite unlike me. Like now.
Can we stop it?
Stop it? Oh no, can't do it. Believe me, I've tried. It never ends well. But you're still going to stop the Grey March. Stop Jiggalag! Me? From destroying my realm!
What do we do now?
Now? Nothing has changed. You deal with this messenger. Make sure my army is secure. You'll need them.
Lefebvre Bros did a bunch of videos with the actor. Are those the guys that did the Oblivion in real life videos?
Is it again? Or out! Look out,
Your Grace, there is trouble. You must come quickly.
I love those guys. Those videos are so good. It's a really good setup.
Our stronghold at Brellock is under attack. The forces of order broke in and routed us. You must go to Ismi at once and aid her.
All right.
Please, Your Grace, hurry to Brellock while there's still time.
Off I go.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
One of my favorite things is the readings that those characters do. Like, they're just such good sounding characters. Like, they really do capture exactly what the characters sound like in that. Hello there. If you're going to travel at
Saints
night,
stay
by the
strong,
nine,
my
stay off the road. Did I see the Perennial White Snake mod
I wouldn't be caught
on Nexus?
dead at Sickly Bernie.
I don't know that I did. That sounds very intriguing, though. What is that? This quest is me and rescuing the leader or Commander Strata, who's usually a recurring character in the series. Well, this is the closest I can get to it, so we're going to super sprint the rest of the way. A news story where your Perennial White Snake or something go around ancient Sirud killing elves. Oh, that's pretty cool. No. Get them, Kevin James. Kevin James is my lich. I summon him when I don't want to deal with things. Yeah, go ahead and post that link. I may not do it like right away because obviously I'm playing through this mod, but Kevin James, you're up. Where am I going? I think I need to be like... I think I need to be up there. Yeah, it's a total overhaul, so I shouldn't do it right away. Yeah, I figured as much. Ah, Pollywog. I feel like I'm supposed to be up on that cliff area, but whatever. I move so fast with this spell. I am speed. Well, I took the what's it called, stone. I took my birth sign was the horse or the steed or whatever you want to call it. That was my birth sign, so I was already fast, like from the very beginning of the game. And I've been boosting my athletics, and then I have this sprint spell, so I can move faster than like everybody else in the world.
Thank you for coming. I apologize for summoning you. The blame is mine.
Then die.
We've lost control of Brellock. Thaden let them in. We had no idea he would turn on us. They captured our commander, Stada, and have her imprisoned somewhere inside. Our first priority must be rescuing her.
Yeah, I have like better hair mods and better face mods on. Because the base Oblivion characters are horrifying.
Thaden let them in, more than I could count. It was all we could do to fall back and regroup out there. We must free Stada as soon as possible. She will know what to do. Thaden had her called aside, separating her from the group. He meant to divide our numbers when Order entered, making us easier targets. They imprisoned Stada somewhere within Brellock. If they killed her, she could return to us through the wellspring, so they keep her hostage. If we follow the waters of the wellspring, we will surely find her. Forgive me for saying so, Your Grace, but I find taking orders from the Duke of Dementia to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duke, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Brellock. Given the need for swift
Thank you, I made it
action,
myself.
The normal customs shall need to be overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, Your Grace.
I have a... Yeah, seriously, deal with it. Do you want me to help or not? If I'm going to be hopping in here, let's go ahead and grab Yeet, Eat, Lock, Delete again. And yeah. Let's get to it. Of course, there's a nudity mod as soon as I open Nexus. I mean, yeah, why wouldn't it be literally the most popular mod on the website?
Brellock is ours! For Sheo Gorath! Oh! For Sheo Gorath! For Sheo Gorath!
I'm glad that the Priests of Order finally stopped doing their bullshit lightning thing anytime that I come across them. Help me, Kevin James. You're my only hope. Not really, but it's better to have you here than to not have you here.
Fall before me, scum.
Listen, people just love the titty and the thickness. Seriously. The fact that there's a category on, dead. The fact that there's a category on Nexus mods that is specifically, like, you have to click on specifically something that says, like top mods, no adult mods, like, is a thing. Just I was to get hit by my spell and die. That's the link. All right, thank you. I will look into that very soon. Obviously, I'm a little preoccupied. Wait, hold on. This is why we bring Yeet, Eat, Lock, Delete. Apparently, mod of the year 2012. I mean, Oblivion mods are old as fuck at this point most of the time. Like, every now and again, there's one that's like, hey, this is a mod that's designed to make the system work a little bit better with, like, Windows 10. And it was made in, like, 2016. And you have to remember that. Whoops. Okay, well, I've killed whoever that got. I've killed whoever that hit. Let's gather around the Order Night and sing our Order Night song. Actually, it'd be better to say, let's gather around the night fire and sing our night fire song. R-K-I-N-I-G. I can't spell. Motherfuckers, stop getting in the way of my spells. I just want to attack. I want to be helpful, and you're not letting me. You know, Knights of the Nine, basically the original order. Yeah, I actually, so this is the Game of the Year edition, so we will eventually play the Knights of the Nine DLC in this version. I mean, if the Knights of Order just want to like leave me alone while they go after the ladies, I'll let them. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be this way. I just opened this door with that button. Is what I did. I needed to press that button to open that door. Oh. Yeah, I'm strong enough at this point that I can just keep walking and it really doesn't matter. I gotta get this open. She's right there.
You must set me free. The barrier can't be broken by you. It's too tough. Use the chime. Ring the chime, and that may shatter it.
Where is the chime? Are you the chime? Oh, you had a flawless sapphire on you. I'll take that. All right. Well, now that all of the ladies are gone, I can finally actually like take care of these guys. Rip the Golden Saints. I don't give a shit about them. I'm the Duke of Dementia. Golden Saints can lick my ass.
You have my thanks for freeing me, but just who are you?
Duke.
Your Grace, I'm sorry I did not realize. Where is Thaden? Have you seen him? That traitorous coward.
Sirod seems like a lazy name for ancient Cyrodiil.
Thaden.
Yeah.
The snake. He showed up, asked for a contingent of guards, said there was trouble, and that we were needed. We were so focused on organizing quickly that by the time we realized he'd let order in himself, it was too late. We were split up and picked off. But it doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters now is the wellspring. We must reach it at once. The wellspring of the Oriole. It's what links us to this realm, where we return to the world from the waters of Oblivion. If Thaden helps Order sever that link, my kind will be annihilated. The realm will be lost to us. We must get to the wellspring and stop them. I will follow your lead.
When does Elder Scrolls? When does ESO take place? I know that's like.
I am yours to command.
That's in like a really early era during the Molag Bal incursion. You got a look about you that says you don't like me that much. Here, watch Grown Ups 3. ESO is in the second era. Okay. That's what I thought. It was like it was really, really, really early on. I've never actually beat ESO, but I have it.
No, the wellspring. They've stopped it up. You must make it to the wellspring and let the waters flow.
Oh, oh, shit. She turned to fucking stone. A lot later than the mod. Played ESO and they actually made it ancient. They actually made it ancient. Vivek City is just being built. Yep. It's, I mean, from what I understand, like, there are a lot of people that look at ESO and they're like, they're not the biggest fans of it because they're like, oh, you know, it's like, it takes place in, or like, they're like, it's supposed to be like an Elder Scrolls game, but it plays more like an MMO. It's like, I'm actually kind of okay with MMOs. Like, I'm fine with them being the way that they are. I really don't need my games to be like the most ludicrously advanced things in the world. I mean, I've been enjoying Fallout 76, and I know a lot of people that don't like that. Like ESO because it's a huge world. Yeah. Like, I liked ESO because there was like it still somewhat felt like Elder Scrolls, and it was fun. Like, it was fun, and it had a lot of story. There was a lot of stuff to explore in that game. Yeah, I've been enjoying, like, I got it on Xbox Game Pass for PC. I picked up is when I picked up Fallout 76, and I've actually been enjoying the game a lot. It's a fun one. It's one that I feel like a lot of people are probably going to sleep on purely because, like, the game was bad when it first released, which, granted, I mean, I did the exact same thing for No Man's Sky, but then No Man's Sky got better, and I started playing that one too. So, like, eh. They actually overhauled the main quest to have actual talking NPCs as key characters. Yep. The stuff with and the skill checks. Yeah, they've actually added in like decent stuff back into the game that wasn't there before. Things that you would expect in a Fallout game that were missing at the beginning of the game, which they should have known was going to be a bad decision, but like I guess I don't know what possessed them to think that they needed to take NPCs out of the game, considering how vital they are to the plot of a lot of games. And, like, that's the point of those kinds of games, but simultaneously, alongside that kind of stuff, I also love, in games like 76, the exploration in that game is so good. Especially when they've added in things like, what's it called? People think they added some kind of pay-to-win feature, which is something I don't get. How do you pay to win in a game that's an RPG? The only thing that I can think of about it being somewhat pay to win is it's not even really pay to win. It's the scrap, like if you do like the Fallout First thing, the scraps that you can get a scrap chest that has infinite space, whereas your basic stash only has a maximum space of 800. Which is, you know, comparably a lot smaller than what you could carry in pretty much any other Fallout game. But I have not found a single scenario, where that has been an issue yet. I'm at like 500 scrap now, or 500 space now, and 9 times out of 10, like, the majority of my space is, like, spoiled food that I then just, like, break down. Nuclear Winter is a battle royale, but you can't buy anything for that mode. Yeah, they've added plenty of interesting and cool things, but like... I'll just die. They just added a lot of really good things for that game, but like, any of my friends that I've been like, hey, do you want to play 76 with me? It's actually good now, and you can play it for free because you've got Game Pass. They've been like, I'm so good, I don't want to support Bethesda for making this game. And it's like, but... I mean, okay, that's your prerogative, but it's not a bad game anymore. People bitching because they see Bethesda as the bad guy now. I mean, there's a lot of practices that I don't agree with. There's like a lot of things that Bethesda have done recently that I have not agreed with. But I still like the games. I'm still gonna play them. Just don't play because I don't like MMOs. Yeah, it's basically just Fallout 4, but I don't know how else to describe it. It's closer to Destiny than it is to an MMO, actually. I think the closest thing that it gets to having MMO features is it does have, like, daily quests. I love that spell's enough to kill these guys instantly, and they almost always just pop as soon as I cast the spell. It's great. I had my first encounter with a cryptid the other day in Fallout 76. I came in contact with the Mothman. I didn't fight him. He just showed up and then just disappeared, but, like, Mothman was there for a second, and I was terrified. With a grafted monster and Mothman. Mothman wiped the floor with me. Yeah, I was not attacked by the Mothman. I saw the Mothman, and I was like, oh, fuck. And as I drew my gun to hit Mothman, he just fucking disappeared. And I was like, the fuck? And I was just, I guess he's just gone. You got peace. He didn't have the purple eyes, though. From what I understand, like, the peaceful Mothman has purple eyes. This guy definitely had red eyes. He just disappeared on me. There was also, like, the other cryptid that I came in contact with was, like, I didn't realize it was a cryptid at first. I thought it was just some sort of, like, weird mutation. But it's like the scallygagger or something like that. It's usually around the capital. Has a really, really long neck and spits acid at you. Like, I came in encounter with that guy. Well, one of my favorite things that I ever saw was I picked up a comic book, and it was a use item, and the use item effect was bonus damage versus the Mothman. And it was like 5 minutes into the game that I found that, and I was just like, sorry, what? Like, I'm sorry, Mothman? What? Just looting some raider camp, I think, and then he just appeared. I've seen people say that, like, they've got stories of getting in contact with Mothman, and, like, Mothman is, like, in their home. Like, he just shows up in their house and is attacking them, and it's, like, this crazy thing. The wellspring of the oil has been restored. I need to speak with Stada.
The wellspring is restored. You have saved us. We are forever grateful, Your Grace. Please, allow me to teach you this spell, so that you may summon our kind to you in times of need. Also, accept this gift of armor. It is the least I can do to show thanks for your help. No sign of him yet. We'll do our best to track him down.
I haven't seen the grafted
him to
monster
Lord
yet.
Sheogorath for a fitting punishment. The traitor must be brought to justice. Our warriors will scour the halls of Brellock, removing any last elements of opposition. Then we will immediately return to our duties. Indeed, Lord Sheogorath will be anxious to hear of our victory, I am sure. Speak, sister. Speak, sister.
Oh, they gave me armor, and now I'm over encumbered. Yeah, the Golden Saint armor and helmet. What's ridiculous is putting on the Golden Saint armor is actually, like, less effective for me than wearing my shirt. And look how fucking ripped I am. Look at that. That is a man. That is a man who knows what he's about right there. The honey beast? I mean, I've been in contact with bees. Bees? Oh, I need to re-equip my sandals and my my arms as well.
The saints stand strong, Your Grace.
What a Chad. I mean, it is Adam Sandler. Greatest hero of our age. Crafter of the greatest spell of all, the greatest movie of all time, Grown Ups 3. Giant thing that spawns bees and attacks you. Cool. Really, really fucking cool. That's something that I'm so happy to hear exists in a video game that I play, is a giant bees monster. Not the bees. Regardless, I've been enjoying Fallout 76 on my own as well, because it plays very well even as a single-player game. Let alone being able to do, like, you can set up, like, construction teams with people, and then you basically have access to, like, building over a lot more land, so you can create your own, like, shanty towns and stuff. It's very cool. I've been enjoying it. My camp right now is currently in the middle of that dried up lake, where like the super mutants have the barges over by the abandoned cabins. That's where my camp is right now.
Seducers are at the
and it's got a little house, and the house is surrounded on all sides by perimeter walls lined with actual walls and turrets on top of those perimeter walls. So in reality, it should be inaccessible to everybody but myself. I'll probably delete your... I think you can create alternate characters. I think you can make multiple characters. You don't have to delete a character just to play a new one on 76. At least that's what I think I saw. Unless you have to, like, pay more money to have multiple characters. I don't know. I've only ever had the one.
Always a pleasure.
Time. Time is an artificial construct, an arbitrary system based on the idea that events occur in a linear direction at all times. Always.
Oh, you don't want to have like a high-level character to go back to?
Is the concept of time correct? Is time relevant? It matters not, one way or another. I fear that our time has run out. As I feared it would. My plan has failed. The Grey March is upon us. And I must go. I thought we had more time. I thought we had a chance. My plan has failed and we were
yeah,
so
it looks
close.
It looks very strange on Sheogorath specifically. Like, it looks very strange on Sheogorath. I will say that, because like he had a very like specific look to him. For most of the other characters, the hair mod looks fine, but for Sheogorath, it looks very strange.
Optimism! How adorable! I love it! Even at the end, you make me laugh. I'm lying. That wasn't funny at all. No matter. Soon you and everyone else will be dead, and I will be left a mad god, ruler of a dead realm again. What happens is what always has happened, what always will happen. I crumble, I fade, the realm dies, and you with it. Flee while you can, mortal. When we next meet, I will not know you, and I will slay you like the others. I had intended to give you my staff, the symbol of my office, but life is gone from it, as it goes from me. It is now dead wood, a useless twig. With the staff there was hope, but now hope is dead. I am dead.
Jigalag has a generic voice actor?
The realm is dead! Sheogorath is dead! All shall crumble before Jigalag!
Sheogorath has vanished, and before we could complete the plan to stop the forces of order, perhaps Haskell will know what the steps I should take.
He is gone, but hope is not lost. We have a rare opportunity here, but I hesitate to do what must be done. If the Throne of Madness remains empty when Jiggalag storms the palace, he will prevail. But there is a chance that the throne may not be empty.
Ermagerd is the Pooladin. Hey, Oofer gang, welcome out to the stream.
Why, you will, of course. It has always been Sheogorath's intent to raise you to sit upon the Throne of Madness. True, but perhaps you can hold the throne, provided that you possess the proper symbol of office, namely the Staff of Sheogorath.
The Wabbajack. Please don't tell me that you're ending the stream. Nah. It's only 9:47. I usually stream until sometime around 11 o'clock.
Unfortunately, when Sheogorath faded, the power of the staff faded with him. It must now be remade. The staff is the symbol of power in this realm. He who rightfully holds the staff may hold the throne of the Shivering Isles. However, the secrets of its construction are lost.
It's almost 6 p.m. here. It is 9:48 a.m. where I am.
That which is lost can be found again. There is one being in the Shivering Isles who may be able to assist you in the construction of a new staff. The ruins of Knife Point Hollow once served as a great library. There you will find a door. Behind that door you will find the answer you seek. Although I hesitate to guide you towards this path, the secrets of the past will surely aid Jiggalag, but I fear that we have no other choice. Be mindful of what you find there. The library is a thing of order, and it will still serve that end. Take this crystal. It contains the power to open the sealed door. Inside, you will find the final remnants of the library.
Do I live in the Midwest? No, I actually live in the South. I live in the... Well, I hesitate to say great states because, let's be honest, none of the states are great right now, but specifically not in the South, of Alabama. Yeah, same time zone, though. I live in Central Time Zone. There's Central Time Zone, and then there's Mountain Time, which is like where the Midwest is mostly Mountain Time. And then there's Pacific Time. And then there's the Eastern Time Zone with things like New York and Atlanta, Georgia. Those are all in Eastern Time Zone. I'm in the same time zone as I want to say. I had this at one point in time, like Connecticut or something like that, or Boston. I think no, Boston's on the Massachusetts. Yeah, I'm from Alabama. Well, not from Alabama. I'm from Atlanta, but I currently live in Alabama. Super sprint. Go ahead and hop that super sprint back on. Let's make our way to the goal. Nope. Kevin James. No, I'm not gonna deal with you guys. I guess it's my fault for running straight at Dunroot Burrow, but like, it's how I get to Knife Point Hollow. Sweet home Alabama. So, aside from a lot of the obvious reasons, I actually do like it here. It's a very pretty place to live, and there's lots of really like good natural like formations and things here. It's just, oh boy, are the people a lot to deal with sometimes. And it's not everybody, but like there's a good chunk of people that are just like they don't seem to understand the concept of do you like pirate metal? I do like pirate metal. I'm a big fan of Ailstorm. I don't know if that necessarily counts as pirate metal, but I like Ailstorm. Never heard any rumors of Alabama. It's, The rumors of Alabama are that it's just like a... It's a very, like, rural place with, not a whole lot going on. And that shows in, like, what people get interested in. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it is generally considered, like, a backwater sort of, not very popular area. Definitely didn't hear anything. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. But, yeah, Alabama is maybe not the most well-loved, city. Definitely didn't hear about incest. Nope. Yeah, I mean, that's the primary one that people mention. There's that. There's the, like, the poor, education. The racists that live here are relatively abundant, which is an unfortunate thing, but, like, you know. If that's the thing that most people don't tell you is a lot of the problems that plague Alabama actually plague, like, the majority of the Southeast. They just pick on Alabama specifically. Lost cause defenders. Yeah. I have not heard that. What is that? Is that a good song? It's just it's a lot of to put it lightly, it's a lot of white trash that definitely doesn't want they still defend the CSA. Yeah. It's a lot of white trash people who are realizing that without the placement of, like, systemic racism, they would basically lose literally all standing in society because they've got nothing worth offering the world. And so their only worth is to make sure that other people have no worth below them. So it's just a lot of that. Like, not a whole lot of people in the South actually have anything worth considering, like wealth or anything like that. It is a lot of people who are desperate to make sure that they are not the bottom rung. Not by bettering themselves, but by forcing others beneath them because they're lazy. It's not a fun thing to have to contend with on a day-to-day basis. But I would actually argue to say that not everybody here is like that. It's just the bad rap that this place gets. There is a large grouping of very lovely people who live here in Alabama as well, and I think that those people should be at least given some monochrome of credit for not being terrible people and continuing to be good people. I would say so. It's generally considered a red state, which in American politics essentially means that, like, doesn't matter who the Republican candidate is, like, they almost always just vote straight Republican. Most wizards cannot take a blast of my fire. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I also don't like, I don't fully understand how America has turned every single conversation into a political debate. It's exhausting, honestly speaking. Treasure Chest Pirate Quest. I will, later. I'm streaming right now. If you'd like me to listen to it right now, you can use your channel points to do the Let's Jam, and we will sit down and listen to it. But, as is, we are going to continue playing the video game. Oh, whoops. Well. Dang, I don't got enough. Well, maybe if you hadn't spent literally all of your points, Maybe if you hadn't spent all of your points throughout the entire stream spamming hydrate, you would. But that's something that you're just gonna have to like live with. The fact that you used up all of your points on hydrate. Just want me to be. Oh boy, there's more hydrates. Oh no, why did I mention hydrate? Thank you very much for keeping me alive. I'm actually out of soda right now, so I've basically just got water on me. Which, let's be honest, is a better situation and one that I should maybe be like happy to be in, but paying for healthcare in college is the wrongest thing in America. 100%. It's one of those things where it's like, it has worked in every other major first world country in the world. But somehow, somebody in America has tricked Americans into thinking that it would fail if it was tried here. And I don't know how to convince people that that's not the case. Like, the go-to another thing is, like, the go-to statement that me and my friends use nowadays, like, as sort of a, not like a rallying cry, but like a thing is, whenever we're talking to people is, I don't know how to convince you to care for other people.
Do your worst.
Yeah, I mean, the idea that, well, here's how I put it, like, so somebody was trying to like get me in a gotcha moment about like the defund the police sort of scenario, which I support. I have grievance with the name because I think it's unnecessarily aggressive, but the actual what they stand for is important and good. Yeah, the death animations in this game are great. The defund the police program like idea is actually a relatively well thought out one, but the naming of it was awful. It was just a really, really bad name. Defund the police as a name is basically like the worst thing it could have been, because what it comes down to is defund the police as an actual like idea is the police don't need to be handling all social like situations. A police officer, like it was in the news recently, a police officer got called to a job to help with a mental health crisis, and a suicidal man. Better training and more funding and more departments. I think the difference, though, is that it shouldn't be the police that have to handle it. I think different departments should be handling it. Because the police, yes, they do need more training, but they also don't need to be handling mental health issues. Because that happens, and the police will go out to, like, there was a thing where a police officer went to go handle a situation, and the police went out to handle the situation. They got called to a call because of a mental health issue and a suicide patient. While they were there, they killed the man's dog, and one of the other officers accidentally shot another officer. Why did they have their guns drawn in the first place? And second off, why did they not have a better way of de-escalating the situation than to shoot something? That shouldn't have been how that was handled. A social worker who was trained to de-escalate the situation should have been able to get there. You can specialize police for that with specific training. You could. But at that point, what's the difference between calling them police and calling them social workers? If it's just the exact same thing and calling, like, having an officer who specializes in that department, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because at the end of the day, that's the exact same goal as what I'm saying. Is have people who are specifically trained in non-lethal tactics. Some people can be trained to handle lethal, dangerous situations. I just think that having multiple departments that are not under the police umbrella is better, because if you put it all under the police umbrella, then the funding may still only go to the violent side of it and not to the social side of it. Whereas if it is separated out into multiple departments into other areas, it's easier to audit and understand where the money's going. But I'm not a politician,
I have been waiting for you, Your Grace. This day, as all days before and after, is well known to me. There are no surprises to Dias of Mytheria. Sheogorath has fallen, and you seek the means to foil the machinations of the Prince of Order. You seek the throne of madness. However,
Suddenly
no
this guy.
mortal may sit upon the throne without the staff, so here you are in my prison, seeking to supplant the one who placed me here. If you wish to take the place of Sheogorath, then ask me what you will.
You don't have to go through this dungeon. You could have just gone and talked to him instead of jumping down. Yeah, I accidentally jumped down is what I ended up doing. I just went through the rest of the dungeon for no reason. But, there's definitely a large group of people who are rioting for the sake of rioting, but then there's also a large group of people who legitimately want change. The problem is that it's too easy to lump them together, and it's hard to tell the difference.
You were expecting a book, an ancient tome filled with the secrets that you seek. But instead you have found me, the last remnant.
But that is enough politics on the stream for today.
Illusion.
Let us enjoy the video
The
game.
details of my
perhaps
existence are
an
no
escape
more
from all of
important
that.
than the history of a stone. However, if you insist, I once served as the keeper of the great library of Jiggalag. The great library was the height of logic and deduction. Contained within its walls were the logical prediction of every action ever taken by any creature.
Where's my mod list?
Every birth, every death,
I don't know that I actually
rise
have
of
like a
time
physical
perceptum
mod list
and
that I have actually put out. I could post it
everything,
somewhere. I could
all
find it.
predicted with the formula found within Jiglag's library.
Like,
When
can't kick right now.
Sheogorath discovered the library, he had it burned, insisting that it was an abomination and that personal choice defied logical prediction. I am all that remains of the knowledge contained within the great library of Jiglag.
I've ever played. What is CDDA? I don't know what that is. So I guess I have never played CDDA, unless you can tell me what that is.
Following each cycle of the Grey March, Sheogorath has cast out or killed every aspect of order found in the Shivering Isles. I alone have survived.
I have not played that game, no.
Sheogorath cannot bring himself to destroy the
Cock-dick
knowledge
destruction
that I
amnesty.
possess. Instead, he's confined me to this place and forbidden me to die. I have not seen another creature until fate, predictably, sent you to me. As you wish.
I'll talk to him in a second. Saving really quick. Let's see here. Because I got to Alt-tab out so I can find my mod list. I use Vortex for my mods. I can make an official mod list and I guess post it to the channel later. But I'll just read off what mods I'm using right now. Let's see here. You guys are just staring at a pause screen. That's fine. If Vortex will ever load. Want to use what you're using since I'm just starting out? Ooh, that is a large block of text. Mod Organizer 2 is my go-to. I don't know. I just like if something works on Vortex, I just use it because it has been a lot easier to load and unload mods on it than it has been with any other like mod manager that I've used. I used Nexus Mod Manager for a long time, and so whenever they changed it over to Vortex, I kept using it. Why is it not... Hold on. Vortex is being dumb right now. After I was just talking about it. Here we go. It takes forever to load between them. Oh, it's not going to let me pull up... oh, no, it's fine. It's fine right now. Okay, so let's see here. So my mod list consists of I'm manual until I get issues. There are certain things that I will manual, like I manualed my E and B's because those are easier to handle for me. But like everything else, I did on that. So this is the list of the mods that I have installed currently. The 4 GB RAM patcher, just because you got to. I have the Alt Tab fix installed. I don't know if it's working, but Alt Tab fix 1.1 supposed to make it so that alt tabbing doesn't crash the game. Blockhead, which is how I've got it's a utility mod that just helps with the recreation of the characters' faces. Capes and cloaks, which just add wearable capes and cloaks, which are great for enchanting. Engine bug fixes v2.22. A lot of what I have is mostly just like bug fixes and environmental fixes. Separate mod paths instead of directly installing to the game files. They added a version of the 4 GB RAM patcher as a utility mod. There's a version of it that runs through. You have to have OBSE to get it to work, but they did add it as an actual data mod. Engine bug fixes, enhanced water, which just makes the water look a lot nicer. Did you read the game description? I have not yet. I was going to read my mod list, and then I was going to go back to the game description. Harvest Flora, which makes it so that whenever you pick flowers or like ingredients for alchemy, it actually changes the model so you know what you have and haven't picked yet. Immersive Weapons 2, which is just, it adds in new weapons to the game so that you can have like better leveled weapons that are like more of a gradient. Improved Trees and Flora 2, which just make everything look a little bit nicer. Keychain version 5, which just means that like keys don't take up an infinite amount of space in your inventory. It's just on a keychain now. Kvatch Rebuilt, which is a cool like Kvatch Rebuilt adds in the ability to basically slowly rebuild and become the Duke of Oblivion. Not Oblivion, of Kvatch. But the voice acting in it is laughably bad. Lore-friendly replacer for default hair, just makes the hair look a little bit nicer. Menu Queue, which is a miscellaneous mod that allows me to do things like the minimap and stuff. Midas Magic, Spells of Aurum, which is the spell thing that I have, like that laser beam that I use and the chest that I can pull out, and I haven't used it yet, but I have a magic carpet that I can actually let me fly, which is really cool. Minimap, which is a minimap. Natural environments, which just adds like better overall like stuff around the area. Northern UI, which is the UI mod that I have that makes it look like Skyrim. Oblivion character overhaul fixes faces and stuff and makes them look less scary. Open Cities Reborn makes it so that there is no loading sequence between going in and out of cities. The only city that does not work with is the Imperial City, because it's broken up into a bunch of individual districts. Then there's the unofficial Oblivion DLC patches and the unofficial Oblivion patch. And that's my list of mods. So mostly things that just make the game look prettier and make it a little bit more stable. The key ones that change gameplay are Kvatch Rebuilt, Immersive Weapons 2, Open Cities Reborn, and Midas Magic. Those are the big ones that make the game different. Everything else about my mod list is mostly based around just making the game feel nicer and feel smoother overall.
I have been waiting for you, Your Grace. Shea Goreth has fought. If you wish to take... Knife Point Hollow is my prison. As the great library, it once contained all the knowledge in creation. However, spare me your grief. My imprisonment is as meaningless as my immortality. Time and place are nothing. Constructs of a feeble mortal mind attempting to categorize and understand the world around it. If you were one of the fortunate few, you would one day understand and accept this. However, you are not, and you will not.
Let me see here. Unlike most roguelikes, it has no goal. The player is free to explore and procedurally generated map, clear areas of monsters, work with NPCs, and build shelters and vehicles. Gameplay is mainly based on day-to-day survival, and the game tracks parameters like hunger, thirst, morale, illness, and temperature, which the player must manage to stay alive. The game also manages numerous other mechanics, but the player, including drug addiction, mutations, broken limbs, and bionic implants. It sounds like it has the potential to be fun, but it also sounds like it has a very, very high potential to not be fun at all. So I would take it with a grain of salt. I'm not the biggest fan of that kind of stuff. A little bit of survival element can be fun, but too much survival element, like what Zarati is saying, is what I would say is like it's cool to be able to say that you survived and built something really big, like what you can do in like a 7 days to die sort of scenario. But too much of that, and the game just becomes like goalless. Like making your own goals is not as much fun. Yeah, I'm kind of like I love a game that is hard to play at first, but like as you go, you eventually become so overpowered that it's like there's a certain amount of power fantasy to it that I prefer with the games like that versus games that are you're scrounging every single second of the video game. It's like I like starting out meek, being able to barely get by, but slowly building up until you can look back and go, "Oh, that stuff is laughably easy now."
I can create the physical shell of the staff, but the divine essence must be gathered elsewhere. But apotheosis is no simple matter, and the creation of the staff is no simple task. I will require 2 sacred items in order to complete it.
Yep. Like, Fallout games are really good about that because of the ammo scarcity. And having to, like, go, well, my 10mm is, like, my strongest gun, but, like, I only have so much 10mm, and everybody out here is using these inferior, like, pipe weapons that use 38s. So I have, like, 1,038 rounds, but, like, my 10mm is stronger, but I guess I'll use this pipe weapon for now just so that I can get by without having to, like, run out of ammo. Gotta go do some stuff. Alright, see you later, Ufer Gang. Thanks for stopping by.
The Shivering Isles hold many secrets, but few remain unseen by mortal eyes. The staff is a tool of great vision and thus requires the eye of one who has witnessed one of these unseen secrets firsthand. Sirta resides in the howling halls of Mania. Find her and bring me the eye that has seen that which no other has. The trees and branches of this realm feed from a deep font of madness and mystery. One of the oldest trees, named the Tree of Shades, lies in the halls of Milkar. Milkar is a place of ruin, root, and mania. Go there and bring me a branch of this tree, but be warned. The tree will not surrender its secrets to one who has not earned them.
Yeah. So I started modding. I cannot avoid Lover's Lab. Why, Necro? Why? Why do you feel the need? Power fantasy, especially if it's executed well.
Yes, only then can I create an appropriate vessel to hold the power that is inherent in the Lord of this realm. The staff may allow you to occupy the throne of madness, but understand that such a feat has never been attempted. All sources indicate that you will fail. It is a certainty. However, I also predict that this will not stop you from trying.
Nuking Megaton. You know what? Like, as fun as nuking Megaton is, I'm like the quintessential lawful good boy, and so like every time that I was like this, like, but the people of Megaton are so nice. I don't want to like hurt them. There's one mod that makes your skin wet from every source, like running in rain and snow. Are you talking about for Oblivion, or are you talking about for like, yeah, are we talking Oblivion, or are we talking Fallout at this point? Skyrim? Okay, Skyrim, same. I mean, same difference in a lot of ways, but yes. So I got one on this side, and I got one on this side. I'm actually going to sell some stuff really quick. Why do you need your skin to be wet? Chaotic good boy. See, I'm just like, I'm almost always lawful good in everything that I do just because, like, I don't know, it feels good. And the lawful part is just like, I don't like, throughout my entire life, up until this point, really, like, I guess you would say that in my more modern life, I've been more chaotic good in certain ways, but like, like, I like the good aspect, and I don't know, when I play games, I like to be somebody who can inspire others, and part of that in my mind says, like, it's hard to be an inspiration to people when you're, like, a wretched person. Like, even if what you're doing is for the greater good, like, I like to be able to be a stalwart light in the middle of a dark sky. I don't know if that sounds over grandiose or what have you, but, it's just a really cool, like, I think that aesthetic is great. I mean, most people think Daedra and Elder Scrolls are demons that are evil, which isn't true. No, it's not. In fact, what's her name? There are several Daedra dedicated to the eradication of evil. Wait. Am I supposed to be in here? Yeah, you don't seem to care. Cool. Well, give me a second, lady. I'm going to stand right here. And I'm going to cast my spell. Her scene is fair for hunters. Yeah. Is it... Azura is basically a normal god. Yep. Let's see here. I'm just going to take all of these things that I don't need in my inventory. I'm going to hang on to the Doomshard bow just because I like to have at least a bow, but like, let's see here. Am I ever going to use Never Shatter? I'm not. It's a blunt weapon. I'm just going to sell it. Ruin's Edge. Meridia is another one that's a very good person. Look at all this stuff that I've just been hanging on to because I didn't want to sell it. I'll hang on to the gold sand armor, that's cool. Meridia is a good person. She's very anti-undead, which, depending on how you look at it, could be good. Free hand ring. Meridia isn't a good person? What do you mean? She helped aliens enslave the humans? Fair enough. I guess, like, what I think about is, like, whenever I think of Meridia, I think specifically of her, like, her need to get rid of the undead. And, like, I think of that as, like, a generally considered good characteristic. Really quick, actually. Let me grab some repair hammers. I can train my repair off of these, somewhat busted, pieces of gear. Most people think, that, but she is not so great. Fair enough. I'm not as versed in the lore. I just know that, like, she does not like the undead, and I don't like the undead, so... You know, just chew through some repair hammers here, no big deal. Man, I just chewed through almost 20 repair hammers.
Delicate.
She cursed the Shamir to be Dunmer because the Dunmer broke their deal. Well, the Dunmer broke their deal, but, I mean...
Need something
simultaneously,
sharp,
maybe it's not the right idea to
stabbing,
doom an entire
cutting,
species of people
that
because
sort
of
thing.
the actions of a
I
couple.
can accommodate you, I assure you.
We have that mod so far. My Dragonborn saves the world. He gets married and then throws down, if you know what I mean.
That seems fair to me.
Hell yeah.
You got a good deal there. You got a good... I can accept. You got a good deal there.
I haven't even tried to haggle you at all. This position is 100. Mercantile skill is apprentice. So I'm going to try and get a little bit of a better deal here.
I can accept that.
Yeah. I mean, she's only got
You got a good
1,200
deal
gold as her max anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
You
But
got a good deal there.
you know,
You got
never
a good
hurts to
deal.
try. Get a little
I
extra
can
out of the
accept
stuff
that.
that isn't going to be maxed
That's a
out.
fair deal.
You need to marry.
Fair bar. Fair bar. I can accept that. I can accept that. That's a fair.
I haven't had to do any like
That's a fair-
potion selling shenanigans for a very long
That's a
time
fair
because
deal.
I'm at the point in the game now where
I can accept.
every single enemy that I fight
That's a
is
fair-
already so full of like
That's-
ludicrously good gear
That's-
that I can just do this.
Not for that.
Alright, I can't sell her that much.
That's it.
'Cause it's
That's a
over
fair-
her limit.
That's a. That's a fair. That's it.
This is gonna take a minute, but I'm gonna have
Fair
so
bar-
much gold when I'm done.
That's it.
I mean, I already had a
That's a
lot of
fair
gold,
deal.
but I might be able to break
That's a
200,000.
fair. A fair bar. I can accept. That's it. I can accept.
I can accept that. That seems like a fair deal. I can
That
accept
seems-
that. I can accept that. That
You
seems
got a
like a
good-
fair deal. You got a
you got a
good
good-
price on that one.
That's it. That seems.
I'm sure everybody's
Fair
just
bar-
super happy to listen to that for the
seems
next
fair.
couple of minutes while I do this.
That's a. I can. You got it. That seems. A fair bar. That seems. A fair bar. A fair bar. You got it. That's a fair.
This is one thing that I wish
Seems
the
fair.
selling mechanic in this game is
can
very, like, slow.
Fair bar.
Whereas it
If
would be
you
a
need-
lot faster if I were playing,
Go sink your blade deep into the flesh of your enemies.
currently over encumbered because of, let's see here. Oh, did I not sell her the Warhammer of Winter?
You need something sharp, stabbing, cutting. That seems
Did
fair
I miss
to me.
that?
If you need. When your blade bites.
Alright, that's all I was missing for not being over encumbered again. Was that Warhammer weighed a fucking ton. But hooray, we've got our inventory cleared out again. And now we have almost 200,000 gold. Even Mehrunes Dagon isn't evil. He is revolution and change. He also has a kick-ass dagger. I don't know if you mentioned that. He does have a kick-ass dagger. Still bang cutter. We're gonna run our happy little asses over to the to whatever this is first, and then we'll go from there. If something wants to fight me, they'll have to fight Kevin James first. Go ahead and discover this place really quick. Let me make my way up and out of here. First, he respects the prey if the prey eats the hunter. Malakath is cool in my book. Like, I think orcs have gotten a bad rap in most media. I'm trying so hard. Just let me up the mountainside, dude. See, this is why I desperately wish that my my magic carpet worked in this realm, but it does not. Like, it's right up there. It's right up there, but I can't get it. There we go. Had to walk all the way around the fucking mountainside just to get to a low enough slope to actually jump up. There's a sub mod for a religion mod that allows you to gain favor with your god through sexual acts as well as her scene. When did chat get so horny? All right. I was like, are you a good person or are you a bad person? I'm not sure. Chat is always horny. You don't worship Nocturnal like a normal god. The Shambles Skull. The Reynolds pamphlet. Far away, far away, far away. Far away. Dead. Base boosted. A lot of stuff in there that I would like to take. Whee! Yoinked. Get yoinked, motherfuckers. Wait. Have I ever told you about the tragedy of Pelagius the Wise? That was, I just looked at that, I was like, the madness stuff. I was like, wait, that name looks familiar. Heat. I love Hermaeus Mora is my favorite Daedra.
You are not one of us.
Nope. Die.
What did I ever do? Who's there? Your presence here will not be tolerated. It's a fight you'll get. How dare you invade this holy place?
I feel like maybe I was supposed to like let these people survive some of this, but like, nah.
How dare you invade this holy place? Heretic! I will cast you into the darkness.
Just so much happening all at once right now. There we go. These guys' weapons, or these guys, yeah, their daggers are really not that good or worth taking. don't know why I keep taking their keys.
Back off. I'm warning you.
Wait, can I, let's see here really quick.
Your light will shine no more.
Fine. I tried to be nice about it. You had a name, and I didn't realize it whenever I attacked you, but you were wearing the same robes as literally everybody else here. Does he have wares if you have coin? He's dead. Congealed putrescence. It doesn't matter what he has, he's dead. And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
Hello? Who's there?
It's me. Hello. Die. You guys really need to stop locking your chests. Eat. Delete. I was playing a done murder in Oblivion. My brother did too, because I mean, all things considered, it's actually not a terrible. It's not a terrible race to play. Depending on your setup, a high elf might be better if you're trying to do pure magic. But even then, if you're trying to do pure magic and you end up getting into a fight with somebody and you're a high elf, like, you end up screwed, because despite being the best at magic, they're also the most susceptible to it. I need to figure out how to get up there. I don't think I can enhance my jump high enough to get up there. I can give it a shot. Almost. I can almost get up there. I'm very close. If I could somehow increase my acrobatics via potion, that would also do it. Well, I gotta find out the official way up there then, not the cheaty way up there. Let me go ahead and re-equip my 2 spells that I had there. You know, nobody actually likes the Thalmor because we see the human race in the lore as us. Yeah. Well, also the Thalmor are attempting to actively oppress a race, and that's like no bueno for everybody involved. More alive apostles. Okay, we're going the right way now. Yeah, he was a dude that just got so strong that he turned himself into a god. That's like the epitome of badass. personal favorite race. The cool thing about Argonians is their ability to breathe underwater without needing any like extra spells, and obviously they're like poison and other just resistances. But on top of that, one of my other favorite races, depending on the class that I'm playing, one of my other favorite races to play, depending on the class that I'm trying to play, is the Khajiit because of their increased unarmed damage. Me wood elves are my personal favorite race of elves. The third most personal favorite race. Taking her eye should be a simple matter now. Sigil stone staff. Summon skeleton hero tome. Citra's key and Citra's eye. Warhammer of Soul Blizzards. Soul Blizzards. Soul Blizzards is the name of my band's new album. My band that doesn't exist. Talos has the potential of being the most OP god because the Thalmor banning the worship will only lead to more secret worship. He also gives you that sweet, sweet shout buff, so you can just yell at everybody.
Ah! Oh!
If we're gonna get into God Emperors of Man, then we gotta talk about 40k. Warhammer 40k is fun. I need to, like, know more about the 40k lore. I love the aesthetic of it, but I've never actually, like, read any of the books or... I played through, that was a 40k reference? Alright. Just making sure. I kill that man every single time that I play that game. I don't like Heimskir. Like, I understand that he's a Talos guy, but, like, listening to him yell is less fun. Oh, crash. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. If I want to learn 40k lore, I will keep that in mind. I'll look that up whenever I finish the stream today. Which, we're getting relatively close. I usually try to stop sometime around 11, especially because I have to go to the store today, and I don't like to wait too terribly late into the day because I also have to prepare a D&D session tonight. I guess I really don't need to head back to the place. I could just go straight to the next location. There's nothing stopping me from just going from place to place. It's not like I need to head back to a campsite or something to, like, refresh. Yes, and spend time with you. I think we went over this last time, Caleb. I think we went over this last time you were here. Unless you're new. Somebody else also... I thought it was you. Because you had your character who's a wizard, but he has the battle axe of the berserker that's making him go crazy. Unless that was somebody completely different, in which case I'm sorry that I'm conflating you with another individual. Hey, Coolidge, welcome out to the stream. Yeah, we had this conversation last time you were here, which was, I guess, like, what? Like a Saturday? No, it would have been the Saturday. It would have been Friday. I just want to find... Okay, hold on. How am I to do? How am I today? I am well. A little hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, but it's not the end of the world. I don't like being silenced. This is taking too long. When did this Bollywog get here? Also, why am I fucking silenced again? Hold on, do I have any dispel, things? Aw, it didn't dispel the fucking silence? That's annoying as hell. You ever wonder what's happening to Atmore or whatever? Hold on, how did that not hit you? Okay, this bark guy is getting annoying. Hold on. I can't summon Kevin James right now because I'm silenced. Let's see here. I'm just gonna... There we go. You know, just go invisible for a second. That makes everything better. If you drink enough chameleon potions, you just go entirely invisible. And nothing can do anything about it. Because you're invisible now. You're an invisi-wizard, Harry. Look at that lens flare. I mean, there's a reason I used to play with 100% chameleon builds in this game. It's broken beyond all belief because nobody actually attacks you if you're 100% chameleon. According to Dias, I must locate the Tree of Shades and find a way to reveal my true self before I will be allowed to take one of its... Oh fuck, I have to fight Adam Sandler?
Huh? Where did you go? Come out where I can see you.
He's got all the same spells and abilities as me.
You'll never take me down.
Oh shit. He can cast all the spells that I have, including greater spell storage or whatever it is. He can use all of the spells that I have that I don't have access to because I'm not strong enough to use them. Guess I'll have to kill him with poison. What the hell is happening? I can't even move. That's really strong. Hold on. I've made myself impossible to kill. I've made myself far too impossible to kill.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
Really? Really, me? Gonna keep you trapped in the corner here, dude. There we go. He is you after all. As I approached the Grove of Reflection, a shadowy image of myself appeared from the waters, and the grove attacked me. I defeated it, and now the tree shade beckons to me. Except I'm currently over encumbered. Give it a second. Hooray, I have both the items. Let's see here. I've got enough time to go ahead and finish this quest off. How the hell do I leave? That's not what I need. I just want to exit. How do I exit? How did I even get in here? I'm very confused. Like, I need to leave this way. Oh, is it above me? Oh, that's right. You fucking drop down a hole in the ceiling. So I can't just jump my way back out. I gotta go out this way. Is my chat being existential right now? Most people die. I mean, yes, almost everyone dies. Except for me. I never die. I've been living in, you know, somewhat decent conditions and haven't progressed to become a billionaire yet, and yet I've been alive for over 1,000 years. Just too lazy to do anything about it. Imagine you're an immortal. You can't die, and you'll never like starve or anything like that. So rather than spending your time trying to like upgrade or like get better, you just chill for centuries at a time.
You have the items, contrary to all prediction. Once again, you defy the path set before you. However, what comes next is now unclear. If you wish to confront what is to come, I shall create the staff for you. You possess the eye and the branch. Together they shall form the physical shape of the staff of Shealgoreth. After I shape them into the staff, you must take it to the seat of power in the Shivering Isles, the palace of Shealgoreth. There, imbue the staff with power from the font of madness. Soak the staff in the waters of the land, and it will open its full power to you. You have defied the expected and accomplished something that denies all logic. I must contemplate the error in my calculations. Now, take your treasure and leave me.
Incomplete staff of Shealgoreth added. And then he just stays there because he's a good little boy. I feel like every time that I've ever played Skyrim, I've always sided with the Imperials. But it's also because I played Oblivion first, and I was like, the Imperials are the good guys. That's how it's always been. My sword's gonna break soon. I should maybe... Well, let's see here. That's not the spell that I wanted to use. Wanted to open up this. And I think what I want to do really quick is I want to grab my staves out, because chances are I'm probably just going to use them in the fight. And then I guess drop off my other stuff that I'm not using. Like I got a lot of potions in here that I'm just not going to be using. Putting away all of these excess potions so I can get my weight down to an appropriate level again. And I should probably just take the time and put away all of these, because I'm never using any of these, so putting them in a chest makes it at least so that they're not in my inventory. And I know they don't weigh that much, but they take up so much space in my inventory. Like... Not weight space, but like physical space whenever I have to scroll past all of this stuff every time. I can't remove the horse armor note. They have to let me know that I've got horse armor. If I was in the Elder Scrolls universe, I would live in Cyrodiil because it's pretty much the most stable. Yeah, I mean, it's also like, if you look at it from the point of view of like the areas, if you're in Cyrodiil, you've basically got access to like everything else around you. Because, like, if you're in Skyrim, then like Skyrim is basically whatever. Yeah, Morrowind is Ash Hell. The Black Swamp is just that. It's gross and swampy. Or the Black Marsh is gross and swampy. Like maybe Elsewhere or Vardenfell, maybe High Rock. But the thing is, you can get aspects of all of those places. You can get aspects of all of those places in Cyrodiil wherever you move around. It's the ultimate temperate zone. Ha! Vardenfell is Ash? It depends on the time frame. Because they've already shown that they've got no trouble having the characters jump around, like time frames jump around. Oh, that looks really nice. Look at that. Haven't been in here yet. This is the guy that makes the amber armor. Yep.
Hello. I can make just about anything. See you.
Hammerfell is cool, but it'd be like 50 degrees Celsius, which is unlivable conditions. That's like over 100 degrees. That's like That's like close to 130 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that, which is just ridiculous. Oh, cool, Leech. I completely and totally missed your hydrate earlier. Here. To you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Alright, so now I can take up my Grand Staff of Lightning.
Always a pleasure.
The Font of Madness. Something is wrong with the Font of Madness. It won't accept the staff, Shagrath, imbued with the power of the dice. Haskell knows what's wrong with it. Well, yeah, it's got the crazy crystals around it.
You're back. You may have noticed that we have a bit of a problem. Indeed, the font is being ordered. As goes the Font of Madness, so goes the realm. Soon we will all be serving a new master.
Yeah, it's actually big enough to be a real city.
Yes. His agents must have found a way to poison the font with order. Once the source of madness becomes the font of order, Jiggalag is won. Somehow, the forces of order have poisoned the pools of mania and dementia that feed the font. I suspect the traitor Thaden. Jiggalag has never had an original thought in his existence. Be that as it may, you will have to enter the fountainhead beneath the tree and find the source of the poison. My work is never done.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it a day for now. Thank you, everybody who came out to today's stream. I know we had a lot of fun today. Let's see here. How many people are actually in chat right now? Let's see here. Go ahead and exit game. We'll see how many people are in chat right now. A decent amount. Why don't we say we try to see if we can't find somebody who can, let's see here, who can also enjoy a little extra bump since I got one today. I'll try to keep the train moving. Keep that sweet, sweet train moving. So let's, go to big screen so we can actually see me better. Let's see here, back to Twitch. See here. How about we move? Let's see here. Is there anybody that I have on my stream that I would like to send you guys to? Yeah. How about let's see here. I don't know if you guys are going to be as interested, but I've got a good friend, Caitlin T. Neko, who is who's currently playing through Subnautica right now. And so we're gonna go ahead and send her. We're gonna send some people her way if you guys wouldn't mind. See here, how do I do this? I do it so very little times, so / raid, I think. Oh, do I have to do it in my chat, I think? Yeah, I do it in my chat. All right. Let's go ahead and head over to her. I don't know that I have a phrase that we should say, so I guess just say hello. Be nice. She's a fun person. She lives in Japan. She's cool. Here we go.